Psalm 108:12-13 The source of reliable help is our Creator. Verse 12, Give us help from trouble, for the help of man is useless. This verse is better defined in Psalm 121:1-4, I lift my eyes toward the mountains. Where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to slip, your protector will not slumber. Indeed, the protector of Israel does not slumber or sleep. HCSB. We must seek help from God, renouncing any confidence apart from that which is found in our Creator. Divine help is too often sought late when the limitations of human interposition are finally recognized. As children of the Divine Father, we ought to first, and immediately pray to God with an undoubting confidence in our God, long before our confidence in man is altogether gone. Far too often, when we finally and cognitively grasp the truth that human help will be futilely ineffective or useless, it is only then that we tend to turn our attention toward God, asking for His help. It is almost as if we are treating the divine intervener as a second alternative, but that means that it is like an insult and is often too late. The psalmist shares his personal confidence in Jehovah's intervention. Verse 13, Through God, we will do valiantly, for it is He who shall tread down our enemies. From Him, we derive our courage, from Him our strength, and by Him our success. As God's adopted children we must learn to depend entirely upon the favor and Spirit of Christ for both strength and success in our work as well as our warfare. The Apostle Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 2:5, so that our faith might not be based on men's wisdom but on God's power. Paul's personal attestation is found in 2 Corinthians 12:9, but he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. Therefore, I will most gladly boast all the more about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may valiantly reside in me. Then in Philippians 4:13, Paul presents a phrase that makes this strengthening viable for all believers, I am able to do all things through Him who strengthens me. HCSB. Through God, who is the secret support for all believers, He alone is the source from whom we can draw all our courage, our wisdom, and our strength. Both our inward and spiritual faith will express itself in our outward and valorous deeds, which proves by itself in the public outflow of the Spirit that is within us. Psalm 108 has been a hymn setting forth the fulfillment of God's promises and as such is a fitting song for all believers, a hymn of triumph over all spiritual enemies, all of whom must finally submit to the Lord.